Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out today's video. I didn't do the music in this one because I found it pretty distracting in the last video when I was rewatching it. So I'm going to go back to this format and I will try to figure out a way to get more production value. But today's video is going to be about our ESL experience for the qualifier. What is it? The May qualifier for the chance to go to Poland. So here we are. We created the clan Star Horrors. And I'll leave it at that. Here is our war log. Now, the MTD team is one of the other teams from Lando Gaming trying to do the Poland scene. And we warred them and we lost. It was a good experience because my guys didn't know about friendly war bases need to be set up. If you've never done that before, it's been a long time, it'll revert to like a Town Hall 10 base. And then we tried again against our main clan, Lando Gaming, just to make sure that we had our bases set. So, the first war was against a clan called Return of Pekka. Now, we ended up perfect warring this clan because they also did not know about the friendly war bases, and they did not set theirs. So they went back to what I'm guessing is the original base from when Clan Wars started for them, which looks like somewhere around Town Hall 9, maybe. So, unfortunately for them, this was their bases. This was the strongest base, I think, and it doesn't even have an eagle, 2 infernos, and yeah, I felt really bad for them, but it is what it is. They also used both of their attacks in the war, which is not allowed. So if you're in the ESL, only use one attack. Don't use both because it's an automatic disqualification. So, all right, so that's war number 1. Let's go and look at what happened in the second war. So here we won 9-8. Now, I'm not going to show our bases, but they held very, very well. And I realized that I've gotten away from base building quite a bit with my channel. And I think for the purposes of ESL and to help my guys with base building, we're going to get more into what I do in base building for these tournaments. There is one attack I wanted to show over here because this base right here, right? This is a tough base. I've only hit this base one time, and it was in the war immediately before ESL in a random spin. And I made every mistake in the world and barely 2-starred it. So Kalugo here decided to hit it, and he went with a bat slap. So let's go ahead and see what he does. Comes up here with a P.E.K.K.A to cut the funnel, a balloon and a baby to cut the funnel down here. Let's see what's next. I don't really remember this attack because in these 1-hour wars, I'm busy planning my own hits. Okay, so he goes king here to cut that funnel, to finish that funnel. Balloons at the top and the bottom. So he snipes the single target infernos with balloons. That's interesting. And then it looks like all of his witches up the middle with the queen and the warden. No warden. He must have mistakenly not put the warden. He must leave him for the back end or something. No, he's going to drop him probably just a little late. Just forgot. Sometimes you know how it is. You go to click something down, it doesn't drop. It's really irritating. Okay. So we get all the witches going in. The P.E.K.K.A went to the town hall. Of course, it's full of Teslas and other traps. There's the warden. Attaboy, get in there. So the town hall's down. And it's really hard to tell at this point if this attack is going to be a strong 2-star or not. Here we go. Bats in. He's got 3 freezes and 2 ice golems. Wow. He is going to get so much value from those bats. See, that's one thing about the bat attacks that is really nice. When you're going against these weird island bases, they're a really effective way to take out these islands if you can manage to get it done correctly. Ooh, that was a late freeze. I'm going to go ahead and ×2 this. From here on out, I know I've seen this raid because I joined it live about this point. Ooh, look at that hero witch down there. So it looks like, yeah, if you run across the space, give this strategy a try and see how it works out for you. I know this one in particular had 2 single target infernos, so I don't know if this is exactly what you would do against multis. Maybe not, but just a thought. When I look at that base, I'm not really confident about anything, so thought I'd share that with you. Okay, now let's take a look at the third match we had last night. We lost to Top of Greece in a tie by 2.2%. So the reason I bring this up is there is an attack in here I'm going to show you against a base that I know you've all seen, this base. Now, I believe Quebec Fury hit this base, and I think it was Top of Japan that had it, or something like that. And I do something similar to what he does, come into the town hall from this side with witches, jump spell into the core here to take on the base, bats up this back side, right? But his fizzled out with like a 75% 2-star. Let's see how this one goes. Now I'm going to come up here and funnel with the P.E.K.K.A. and the Ice Golem. Let that funnel develop a little bit and pull the CC. I put the king down. I'm going to put a wizard down to help take out those Teslas. I'm waiting to put the witches down until the hound goes to the king, and I gave him a baby dragon to help take down that hound. But my king ended up taking way more damage than I planned on, and he goes down mighty fast. So I put a P.E.K.K.A. over there to help him out. Now I put the queen and the healers, because there's a Tesla there. I had to put the healers with the queen right away. And then all the witches. So let's zoom in a little bit. Now the king is down. P.E.K.K.A.'s working on the enemy king. I've got a poison out there. Got the queen working her way to the town hall. I'm going to rage up the town hall. I put the slammer down to help those troops get into that core a little bit. Put a jump spell. I'm going to use the queen ability soon because she's going to get targeted by the queen, I think. Okay, so here, I'm on Discord with my clanmates, my team, and they're like, oh man, those witches are all going to go to the 6 o'clock. They're going to walk around, right? So what I do is I start the bats and start clearing out this side. And the witches, lucky for me, the skeletons end up coming down this direction. And because the witches lag behind the skellies, they end up going into the core. So here we go. I got the bats going in. I got 3 freezes. That first freeze was way too early. But I've learned that with the bats, it's better to be early than late. And that eagle has targeted my bats too. So luckily the eagle goes down there before it gets a shot off of my bats. Bats end up taking out pretty much most of that backside until they get to this wizard tower back here, this guy. But I've got a good group of witches, the queen, the warden, and healers there. I've also, over here, got a nice little funnel or a flanking army of about however many skeletons that is and a P.E.K.K.A., so with a witch. So it's looking pretty good from here. And at this point, we're thinking this is probably a 3-star. So anyways, I know a lot of people copied these tournament bases. This was one from Poland, so they copied it, and I wanted to show you guys how to beat it. So, all right, that is going to do it for the video. We didn't make it past day 1. We got to the very end and lost in a tie to the third match, Top of Greece. Great war. A lot of fun. And I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.